desirous to vote, the person will be promoted and even encouraged to vote. So, so far so good. I don't think there's any problem.
So far so good. It's almost 3 p.m. Out of 10, how will you rate today's election? It's almost 3 p.m.
Out of 10, in terms of
rating.
Rating in terms of what?
In terms of fees, turnout, security. How will you rate it?
Well, security, as I said, the security for me is good. It's looking at the numbers, people are even saying it's an overkill. So security, I think, is good. Turnout, as I said, I cannot speak to it now. But from judging from the angle of people so eager to come and vote, I think the turnout will also be good. And what else did you say?
In terms of percentage, how will you rate the IGP?
What rate?
IGP.
IGP.
In terms of security.
Oh. Well, so far so good. I think per his assessment, he needed to deploy this number. So we cannot quantify the cost of peace. So I will give him a higher mark. If at the end of the day we don't experience any security hiccups, then it's been successful. You deploy something with the aim that you'll be successful. So if at the end of the day, after the process, after collation, everything is peaceful, then it means he has achieved his aim.
Your job here ends when a winner is declared, or when the election ends and peaceful, a winner is declared.
Yes.
What assurance are you giving the people of Abuja that there will be a peaceful and a free and fair declaration?
I think the assurance is already given. The 2 hours left, I think, we hope that we'll continue to experience the same level of serenity and peaceful nature that people are conducting themselves in the process. So I think everything will end up well. That's my assessment.
Thank you.
Experience in Parliament. You know, experience in Parliament. And
I wouldn't dare. Educational qualification is not everything. In our local parlance, it will be how we finance. Education is just one thing, and then even education is not only grammar education. There are so many forms of education. So if somebody has sat with his grandfather in the place and he has gone through a tutelage to become somebody, you don't say the person has not gone through normal formal education, grammar education, and therefore the person cannot represent these people. I don't think that is my view. My view is someone who will indeed be able to lead his constituents by taking the grievances and the views of his people to Parliament, be able to represent his people very well, be able to even adequately speak to issues concerning his constituents.
So, looking at the history of Akutia, from the time of PC,
may even come to Parliament. Probably you may not see the person speaking on the floor, but the person will be able to move from office to office, ministry to ministry, to get the needed development the people want in his constituency. In his presentation, somebody may not have the needed education, as you may want to put it, but the person may be able to meet his people almost every weekend or any time there's an issue within the constituency, to come and sit in and do well to represent or take that issue to whichever ministry or whichever government agency is supposed to represent. So that representation is there. So when you talk of representation, it's not only about the person standing on the floor of Parliament and speaking. That is just one aspect. But there are so many other aspects. Because my people will be more represented and be more satisfied with me if I'm able to let them have the needed development they need. It's not going to Parliament to speak English. That's one aspect. But if you speak English, and you are not able to give them the needed development, you you are not actually representing them.
So I think then
the way they want.
They decide the elections today because the elections today have been one of the grounds for these elections in the run-up campaign. One is elected, one is not elected.
We have